It's watch debate time. Come see what this week's topic is. Hi, you guys. Nice to see you.
Good to be here.
You came back, which means we get to do another debate together.
Always
I love
fun.
it. Last week's was a wonderful debate, so I'm sure this week will be nothing shy of awesome, too. Before we get into it, do you guys want to do a wrist check?
Yeah.
Ripley, I'll let you kick it off.
Cellini moon phase.
I love what I see.
Now that we are out of this era of Rolex dress watches and into the 1908 era, I think there's a lot of interestingness in the recently discontinued Cellini history. And this, the swan song to the Cellini, is a awesome choice.
Yes, it is, and discontinued is our specialty. I will take that whenever you are done.
I'll take that whenever you're done
Yeah,
as well.
well,
And I'm
I'm
not
first.
a huge Cellini fan. Best one they've made.
Well, this is
I'm gonna say it,
awkward
yeah.
because I'm wearing a Cellini today, too. I actually love this one. I actually learned something fun. Can you see the dial?
I do.
It's a Jubilee dial.
It's nice.
But I also learned that there is an unofficial nickname with this called a computer dial. So if you guys didn't know that, now you do. Fun.
Yeah,
but
much less known. Ripley
leather
has
strap?
a better Cellini. Sorry, you knew that.
okay.
For a ladies' watch, I
do good.
do really like that one. But man, Ripley, that's a good Cellini.
you know how I roll, dainty.
Okay.
That's
We're
what it
going
is.
different.
What are you doing? Hey.
Breitling, Navitimer.
Pan Am collaboration, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
It says
a
it on the
good one.
buckle, right?
I just
love
love the colorway of this one. I mean, I love the Navitimer anyway. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's such an iconic watch, and there's just so much to enjoy about it. And then
Yeah.
with the color on this one, it's just fun and gives me the spring vibes.
Total
and
pop
I
of
love
color.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Pan Am. It's a cool, it's a nice airline. It's not like the Spirit Navitimer, you know?
Right,
So
yeah.
this is
It's appropriate,
the
right?
Ryanair
I mean,
Navitimer, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that one's a cracking watch.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I lose the wrist check debate, but you guys aren't out of this either. So be sure to let us know what you are wearing while watching. It's one of our favorite parts of filming. So, okay, today's topic. I know you already know what it is, but we are talking the ultimate one watch collection. Yes, we want to know if you could only have one watch, what would it be? I'm staying neutral in this conversation, but you guys have some opinions and you have a watch to kind of go along with it. So you'll get a chance to present your facts and your stance, and then each of you will have a slight moment to rebuttal. And then ultimately it goes to you guys at home to weigh in and kind of crown the winner of this debate. So who would like to start? Does anyone want to
what you
choose?
pick.
Age before beauty, Justin, go ahead.
You want me to start? I will
Yes,
start. Okay.
please.
I'll start by saying the ultimate one watch collection. I hate this. This
It's not a
hard.
collection
It
with one
pains
watch.
me. I know some people, and I can understand that, where they're like, I need one watch. I want one. I want it to be the best. All my eggs are in that basket. And that's just not me. I can't do it. I can never be the one watch guy. However, for the exercise today, I'll make a choice. And I think if I had to really twisted my arm, it's got to be Rolex Datejust.
Okay.
And this is like a little bit global of a choice, right? Like there's a million different variants of Datejust. For me, I like the 41 millimeter,
Wow.
the modern version, black or white dial. I have white here because I have a thing for white dials. I love white dials. I think they're clean, and it's just really nice. You can't go wrong. You wear them with anything. But black is a fantastic choice too. I mean, it's like flip a coin. You know, what do you like, black or white? But they both serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
You could wear it anywhere. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. And it's like, it's not really sporty or really dressy, but you could kind of make it sporty or make it dressy.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, like the quintessential luxury watch. Rolex, their Datejust is, such an iconic piece. It's, has so much history behind it that I would be hard pressed to find a better one watch in my collection than the Rolex Datejust.
Yes, Ripley had some opinions about that as like the ultimate luxury
Yeah, I mean,
watch
I
for first
own
timers.
a Datejust, and I do wear it as largely my. It does serve
Are
the
you
purpose.
double wristing
Of
right
course, I'm double wristing, Emily.
Oh.
Yes, of course,
I
I'm
didn't get
double
the
wristing.
memo. Now I feel naked.
So I have a hard time faulting the Datejust. It's a great watch, but as a one-watch collection, there is something you can get for less money that
he's going
offers
for it
more
right now.
performance and has a wider range of sizes, colors, and configurations, and that is the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, very similar to the Datejust, the name Aqua Terra, land and sea, this is your go everywhere, do anything watch. What you get with it though, 150 meters of water resistance, that's 50 more than the Datejust. It is less expensive, you still get time and date, but you get an independently adjustable local hour hand, so that's great for daylight savings, time difference, traveling, whatever, and yet it's not like a GMT watch, it's a simple time and date watch. Thinking about what you can get with the Aqua Terra, good luck getting the exact configuration of Datejust you want brand new from a retailer. There's a lot of, most people are going to want the 36 or the 41 size. This, you get 34, 38, you can get a small seconds, you can get it in gold, two-tone, rose gold for sure, stainless steel, blue dial. There's so many options, just like the Datejust, but it's less money, more capable, and it's free from that Rolex stigma. A lot of people, it's like, oh, you bought the Rolex because it's the most famous luxury watchmaker. Omega makes just as good of a watch, less money, doesn't have quite the same hype, but apples to apples, I honestly think the Aqua Terra is probably a better watch, and this is coming as a Datejust owner.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go sport watch, I guess, but I do have to give you some points for the fact that how you style this will really lend how it goes. It can go sporty, it can go dressy. Your size point is interesting, but listen, you kind of hit the nail on the head too. I'll give you some points for the versatility of your watch and the configuration options that go with it. So much to the Datejust as well, but I like the price point value play here. I think that has a lot to do with a one watch collection, depending upon our customer at hand's, budget. So
I love the Aqua Terra. I think it's a great watch. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Aqua Terra. And Ripley's right. On paper, it probably does beat the Datejust in a lot of categories. Price, I'm not as concerned about. If it's my one watch, I don't really mind the investment, right?
I kind of give you a point for that one too.
The water resistance, I mean, come on, we're past the point of diminishing returns on that. Like, if you need more than the 100 meters.
More meters is more better, Justin. Come on, talk to the
Are you
gypsies around here. And it probably is easier to get. I mean, if you talk about getting it from a retail, I don't think that was really one of the qualifiers that factored into my decision. But it is. It's a fantastic watch, and like you said, it does probably beat it on paper in a lot of those categories as a whole. And if I'm making the choice with my heart, and I'm picking one watch forever, that's it. I want the Rolex, I want the Datejust, and I want something that looks similar to this. Again, there's a lot of options. Ripley makes it sound like there's no options on a Datejust, but there are quite a few options on the Datejust.
Plenty of options. Got one with a leafy green dial, but here's why you're wrong. Now, we live in a world where we're surrounded by electronics and magnets, and the two are one and the same, and even the phone cases and laptops have little magnets in them. 15,000 Gauss plus anti-magnetic 0, 2+5 master chronometer standards. You get +2, -2 with the Rolex, but it is not nearly as anti-magnetic as the Omega. Not only is it water resistant, but you get Meta certification. After casing, this isn't minus anything. So you're not gonna be late, you're gonna be early, maybe up to 5 seconds early. But more importantly, you can go sit this on the biggest speaker, the biggest magnet you can. 15,000 Gauss is a ton.
Which I assume you're doing quite often.
Oh, all the time, man. I sleep in an MRI machine like a vampire. And so obviously you want the anti-magnetic one, but look at that. You get a lovely display case back on this, which
I did notice.
I'm disappointing. I will give the beautiful display case back to the Aqua Terra in this category.
That gets a point, but bracelet style, I think you get the point on this one.
I do prefer the Oyster bracelet on this.
I do.
Omega has some good bracelets, but
that's not their best.
That is the one thing I will give you. This bracelet's fine. It's a butterfly style clasp. There's no type of extension system. I use the Easy Link on my Datejust all the time.
Yep.
That said, the new style Datejust, the end link fits in under the bezel, so if I were to ever take this bracelet off of my Datejust, I'd have this weird cutout on the side of the case. Not so with the Aqua Terra. Take the end links off, strap monster, and we all know this about Omega's case profiles. This watch will look good on any strap, period, and that's not true for Datejusts. Not the new ones at least, where they've got that weird cutout like I've got.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Like a lot of these points.
That sounds like Ripley's right from over there.
On paper, we're seeing a lot of things that might be better on paper, and then in real life, I don't know that they really make a difference. Like, how often are you having problems with magnetism on the Datejust that you wear every single day?
You're not going to get a point for that from me. I'm sorry.
I don't think it really matters, but I do think that the straps, I got a hand to.
You know you're a strap monster yourself. It's your thing.
Look, the Datejust is no slouch in the strap world. Like, it might not be quite as versatile as the Aqua Terra or let's say the Speedmaster, probably the biggest strap monster of all time.
Yeah.
But it's up there. You can.
Hey Justin, why don't you take that Datejust to Rolex and ask them to buy a different strap for it? Oh yeah. That's a conversation is not
that's
going
a
to go well
different
for you.
conversation.
When I go to Omega and do strap for my Aqua Terra, you know what I'm handed? An espresso or a glass of champagne first of all, and then I'm asked, what do I want? Rubber, leather, NATO? Do I want a different bracelet? They are happy to sell me anything. It is all compatible, and I will be given the white gloves. That is what you want as a luxury purchase. You want to be part of the luxury club.
I'm not doing it that often. I have a watch box full of straps. I get straps all over the place. I don't really need to factor in the customer service when I go buy a strap at the boutique every once in a while. It's just not part of my decision.
Yeah. Hear me out. As the neutral party here, I think you guys are pretty equal in points. Also, stylistically, just looking at this watch, they are very similar. Yes, I know you have a fluted bezel, but come on, we understand the configuration options here with this are very similar. Is it a name thing? I don't know. Like, you've got two of the top brands around, and this is a tough battle, but as I mentioned, it's not up to you, and it's not up to you. It's up to you guys at home.
I will give the name to Justin. The Rolex Datejust, easy to say. The Omega Seamaster, Aqua Terra, Master Coaxial, Master's Master. That's way too long of a name, and I'm not even going to touch the reference number.
Yeah,
it's longer than a digit, all the digits in my life.
All right, in a vein of fairness, how about you guys swap and take a peek at the other's pick?
Yeah, I actually
handle my greatness.
There you go.
See
Enjoy
greatness.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a great watch. I love this dial and I love the color.
It's
like
not
I said,
a bad choice.
I do really enjoy an Aqua Terra. It's not the best, the Ultimate One watch collection, but man, that's a good watch. That blue.
Yep.
Right?
Look at
it's
that case
nice.
back.
It's really nice.
See what
the
you don't
case
get
back.
on yours.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to Ripley. It's a good choice.
The case backs are so boring, I had to engrave stuff into mine to make it more interesting.
What do you think of his?
Okay, so like right off the bat, not having a domed crystal, it's a thinner movement, it's a much more elegant package on the wrist, admittedly. I will say this though, you are so lucky you picked a white dial, because I was just gonna go drag you through the mud on not having a color match Datejust, but on this one it
I would have
actually
defended it.
On this one it does
contrast.
match, but one of the nice things about the Aqua Terra series is they do color match the Datejust. So for that one, it's a dark blue date calendar disc, and then the actual numerals are printed in silver, which is lovely. It's white and black, so it does match, and I can't really hold that against you.
Speaking of date wheels, one thing I like about this, the 6 o'clock, I think it's a really slick placement of the date. It's a little bit different. I think that might be actually why I like it. We see so many 3 o'clocks that it's nice to see something different.
It's slightly more usable also.
But that's why I hate this topic, because
that's why I love
can't do one watch. I can't do it.
I know. You guys know I'm not
I don't think we should. I'll take both. Here. I'll take them both. And,
okay.
It's okay, I already have a Datejust.
All right, as I mentioned, this is not up to even me to decide, so be sure to weigh in. For the ultimate one watch collection, where do you fall in this conversation? Are you on Team Ripley or are you on Team Justin? Please carry this through to the comments. Let's have a conversation. Let's hear you guys kind of weigh in and look, if your decision is outside of this range, sound off. Let us know. We love hearing where you guys weigh in on this debate as well.
And if you do have a one watch collection, please let us know. That's not something any of us could ever do.
No,
and more power to you. You're stronger than me.
Yes, you are. Well, as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in for this episode of our watch debate. We will be back with another topic sometime soon. Until then, everybody, be well.